He's delving. Does this get Swamp Walk? I don't think it's true. I don't think it gets Swamp Walk. No, I don't think it doesn't apply for Swamp Walk. What's my favorite unplayable card? Spellstutter Spray. Alright, so you got some Grixis Hollow Flayer here. This is one of the many decks that we've played a multitude of times that is listed on my website, jeffhogan.com/decklist. I believe I have this one filed in the high potential section currently, but you can also just use the search box on the side to find it. It's a lot of fun. It kind of leans into some of the busted things that Hollowed One can do, while also having this Soulflayer backup plan with Zetalpa and Striped Riverwinder and Gifted Aetherborn to have this this backup plan that lets you like go over the top of a lot of other things in the format when you can't get properly underneath them. I mean, we're not playing Hollowed One to not keep a hand like this, right? Stream Decker, thank you for the reminder. Well, to be fair, the easy to get into format for Constructed has been like really terrible in Magic for like the last while. All right, I lost two blue sources there. We lost two blue sources on the spin, chat. That could have gone a little bit better. Moto's bugged. The good news is if they path this Hollowed One, which is their best way to not die to it, we will get a blue source that way, which is nice. Start by attacking here. That's pretty good, yeah. That's pretty good, yeah. Die, Harlequin. Thanks for the months of fun. Thanks for the 4 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So I have 7 cards in my bin. I think I wanna wait, right? Just gonna pass the turn here. I don't want to like jam Tasigur here, I don't think. Deal. Alright, so now they're on like Terminus or Bust, right? Assemble Voltron. Do any of the other days of the week have tags like Meme Monday? They don't currently. I thought about adding some though. We might like a Jeff's Picks Day. Yeah, I guess Settle does it too. That's true. Settle does do it as well. Spell Snare. That's incredibly rude. We did do a Fair Deck Friday once. That's true. Yep, yeah, we've got Stubbs on the board. Stubbs is great. It's one of the good additions from adding blue to the deck. Or adding blue. So Gifted Aetherborn is not particularly good in this matchup, so he's in a pretty easy trim here. I don't think I want more Collective Brutality, do I? Oh. We could do Tiered Tuesday to recover tickets for Meme Monday. Yeah, we could also do a day where we only play decks that like are my preferences. We're not having a Tron day. I have no idea, Ruined. You should probably ask somebody that plays Storm. We have Meme Monday. How about Meme Tuesday and Meme Wednesday to go with it? Oh, Beetle. The memes leak into the rest of the day just fine. Yeah, this looks fine. Not super exciting, but okay. If we had Faithless Looting, the hand's very, very good. This deck qualifies for Meme Mondays, for sure. Play Blood Crypt here and pass. Probably just like loot with Izzet Charm on 2. Sirpy boy. So they're playing straight blue-white, so I'm going to fetch Shock here. Rather than get a basic, because I want like as many basics as possible left in my deck to fetch out with Path to Exiles. Built. So next turn I can cycle the Street Wraith and then cast Hollowed One as a 3-mana 4/4. We have Striped Riverwinder in our Onyx, which works with Hollowed One as well, which is nice. Wow, we lost all... I didn't play a land out, and we lost all 3 of our lands. What a tilt. This deck is what I best... When people ask me about this archetype, I always describe it as emotionally taxing. No, I'm not. I'm going to hold this stub up. I'm going to hold this stub up. Obviously, I should have played the Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, Phoenix gives flying and haste too occasionally, which is nice for the Soulflayer. My fat stubby D. Vendiclick, sure. It was so fun, we should try it again. No, if they don't take stub here, I'm probably going to go Tasigur hold stub. If they leave us both of these. Rude. Oh, my mountain is gone too. What a tilt. That's such a tilt. The mono black aggro deck quite literally did not win a game. It was not a good scene. They have a Mind Sculptor here, maybe? Defree? Jeez, yep. Probably gonna need to sell some treasure chests pretty soon. We've incinerated many a ticket recently. Get lucky with this. I kept the Flamewake. Really wanted to get rid of the Flamewake there. I always sell. Opening is sometimes not. Opening is rarely good value, and it's very tedious. It's very tedious. It's just like, it takes time to open the chest, and then it takes time to like sort and sell the cards to the best value. It's just like, it's a lot of extra work for very little extra gain. There's someone that's been here for. I will open a chest for $2.50. Alright, if this resolves, we will continue playing Magic. If it does not, we will move on with our lives. Well. We're always taking Cut the Line, Tanner. I believe I should have time for one more league today. Baby got back. Is it worth killing Jace? Maybe? Crack a chest on me, we'll do Foxicon. Alright. What are the odds this fat stubby D works? 0? Less than 0? Maybe I should have killed this last turn. I don't know. Squee! Thank you for the 8-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I mean, they probably trimmed a lot of their counter magic against us, right? Like, this is a matchup where you really want to play to the board more than anything. If the stubby D didn't work, there are pills for that. Ain't that the truth? Please consult your doctor if your Soulflayer lasts more than 4 hours. Yeah, definitely need to just kill JCR at this point. Let's go to SCG Con. No, that's perfect. We're checking. I'm tracking even pennies for SCG Con. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Every dollar helps. You know what? I'm probably not supposed to put anything into play here, right? Because they need a sweeper to kill this Soulflayer anyways. Yeah, I'm just not supposed to do anything here. Then there might be some truth to the thin and smart statement. Yeah, of course it's indestructible. What do you think? What do you think this is? Is it indestructible? Duh. And again, unfortunately, I think they're just too high to risk leaving Jason play. Double strike, flying, haste, hexproof, trample, indestructible, vigilance. What are we? We delved Striped Riverwinder, Zetalpa, and then one other thing. That's probably it, right? Oh, Charm to find stubs. I'm so dumb. I hope it's there. It's gonna be there. Nope. Would have missed. They did in fact fix the button. They did in fact fix the button. Button does stuff and things. Yeah, maybe we weren't completely dead there. I guess we were one land away from just casting Soulflayer as a 6 mana 4/4. I think the turn I got aggressive instead of just killing their... The turn I got aggressive instead of just killing their copy of... What's it called? Their copy of... Their copy of Jace was bad. Lead on this on one, see where we go. That was pretty medium. Bio company, sounds good, Anner. I'm gonna bin both the lootings and just plan the Goblin Lore on two, I think. I like technically could have like cycled plus, yeah, maybe I should have played around Spell Snare there, because like I could have kept a Faithless Looting and gone Riverwinder plus Faithless on two and like put Hollowed One into play. That's rough. How many clones does the deck play? 8. It plays the 3 mana clone and Phantasmal Image. Also, SCG Kine, you're the best, Anner. Let's do a nice clean 880. That's rough. Yeah, I think I probably could have limped out. Limped out the last one. My tracker doesn't track pennies, so I've just been rounding them. No clean totals while I'm online. Sure. I assume I'm losing my Hello Boy here. It's my only threat. Really? Okay. I mean, okay. We have Zetalpa and Striped Riverwinder in the bin. Ugh. That land coming into play tapped should mean that the Soulflayer is going to resolve here. Does not have haste this time through, but that's fine. Hey, Lelm, thank you for re-upping that Twitch Prime for the 3rd month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Oh, you know what? I should technically do that after, I should technically do that after, because, that could hit them Terminus. Alright, we might be in a position to steal this here, because this is lethal next turn now. Alright, just need 1 brick out of them, and then they're dead. I'm glad you liked it, Shav. Bonus said they drew another land. Yep, sweet. And this is like a really good example of what I like from the Soulflayer package in this deck. So I don't think this deck is strictly better or strictly worse than traditional red-black colored one. We're giving up some of the consistency in the aggressive package by like dropping the 1/2 on 1, the Menace Pup. But I like how it gives us this kind of Voltron type threat that's very difficult to interact with. And like when you mix like Gifted Aetherborn in with it as well, it becomes this card that's very difficult for aggressive decks to beat through too. It does come at a cost, like you have to draw Zetalpas, and you're like not always going to have that going for you, but do you have plans for Hukal merch? I would buy a playmat. So you can actually get playmats with the old logo, the Hoogie cartoon logo on it from Inked Gaming now. I should actually send them another email and find out what the deal is. We're supposed to be getting ones with the new Jester artwork on them soon. And then we're gonna have a smorgasbord of Hoaglandia themed merch soon. We're working on, we got samples coming for stickers, pins, some t-shirts, maybe some coffee mugs and stuff like that as well. Sure, but the whole deck's a graveyard deck, Squee. And like you play through Graveyard Hate by just like having Hollowed One. Is my opponent just like salting off here and making us go to time? They typed GG's in chat. And like if they have a real life issue, it takes 30 seconds to right click and concede. All right, well, I'm going to grab the cart. I'm going to grab the thing for Bio Company next then, since our opponent is swimming in a pool of sodium, apparently. Why you so salty, control players? You're the one that chose to register Hollow Fountain. We can do what I hate doing on stream. Do I want to... I guess I could take a moment to shield, too. The Salt clip is spectacular. Oh, I do have a chest open too. Look at this beaut though. Can we appreciate this beauty? We're definitely gonna do this after this next league is done. Yeah, we had to cut the line for Bio Company, so this is gonna be up next. We still got a few more matches with the Hollow Flayer deck, but Bio Company's gonna wrap the day up. Look at that. We turned a $2.50 treasure chest into $1 worth of play points. To set the bar low, this probably won't even be the worst thing I've played. All right, so we're gonna right click here. I think if I hit block, it gives me a reason. Slow play. Salt it off with a 10-minute timeout while dead on board. So there you go. That's what you should do when people make you wait for 10 minutes. Right click on them, hit block, and then it'll give you an option to type of thing when you report them. All right, while we're waiting for an opponent to finish being a salty little female dog, I would like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time stream meme content producer here on Twitch. If you enjoy my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out raking in the sodium if it wasn't for all of them. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out my sponsors, cardsphere.com. Would love to help you turn some of your cards into other cards direct to other players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. They're the ones that actually do my custom mousepads and stuff with my logos on them. CoolStuffInc.com. Buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anaronix, Justin Nivik, and all of y'all out there. If you are enjoying this stuff, make sure you hit the follow button if you're new. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It'll let you know when I go live and with what. Once I'm done streaming for the day, but don't go anywhere because we got a few more hours still today. You can also check out my YouTube channel as well as my personal website for lots more Hogland content. I'll take a second. Since we've got a salty dog, I'll take a moment to plug my website. I put a lot of work into this, and it's a really great resource if you're looking for sweet decks and moderns. There's this deck list button up here on the homepage. And I've got a bunch of things sorted into different category, whether they're decks that regularly top 8 modern tournaments or decks that we've played on stream here that just feel powerful but haven't quite broken through yet. Or, you know, just some really sweet decks that are doing some awesome things but aren't necessarily super competitive. In the right metagames, I think these decks are potent, but there's specific matchups that they feel like they tend to struggle in. So you can find my current iteration of each deck when you click into the pages, as well as a YouTube playlist here of all the times that we've played this deck on past in the stream. Does the website content have an RSS feed? It doesn't. I need to figure out how to do that. I'm sure there's some type of WordPress plugin to enable that. Oh, look at that. And we're back. The website's all WordPress. Just CMSs are great. Does the search feature find single cards? It does not. It finds key cards from the deck list. So if it's a card that's specifically important to the archetype, it'll find that because it's in the description. But the deck list plugin that I use doesn't integrate the card names with the search feature, unfortunately. I did open the chest. It was poop. Believe it or not. They came back and conceded, thankfully. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan this. If I like knew there was a Faithless Looting on top of my deck, we'd keep, but I don't think we can gamble that. This seems okay. I don't think you mulligan hands that have Faithless Looting in the opener. What is a CMS? A CMS is a content management system. So it's basically a tool for like putting all the pages together nicely based on the information that you plug in. So like when I add a deck to my website, I just like add a deck page and then it automatically populates like into the search function and populates into the main page there depending on the tags that I give for it. What's a good budget to get into Modern? You can build, there are a selection of competitive Modern decks in probably the 300 to 400 range. If you get up into like 600 to 1,000, you get a pretty wide selection of decks that you can pick from. So I think I'm ditching Zetalpa plus Steam Vents here. Probably fetch a Watery Grave and play Tasigur next turn. Some decks like 8-Whack and Mono Green Stompy can be really cheap, but those decks are like, they're, for FNM and stuff like that, they're certainly fine. But if you're looking to go to like play at large tournaments and be competitive at those, I think something like in the 300 to 400 range is more realistic. I wouldn't play Jund. I don't think Jund is worth playing. So I do risk them playing 2 creatures out next turn, which could be bad for us and growing it out of Collective Brutality range, but I think I'm just supposed to jam Tasigur here. Thrill in it. Thank you for the 6-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Blue Moon is also not a deck that I think is particularly good. A control deck with narrow answers that are only blue and red leaves a lot to be desired in my experience in Modern. And you also don't have the pressure. If you want to play a deck like Blue Moon, you should just play the blue-red tempo deck that we've played a bunch on stream. They must have kept a bad hand. I'm gonna bring in some Doomblades here. Maybe more Brutalities. Maybe more Brutalities. Yeah, the blue-red tempo deck is very competitive. The blue-red tempo deck is a control deck when being a control deck is good. It's the best way to describe it. When being a control deck is good, the tempo deck is a control deck, and when being a control deck is not good, you get to just kill your opponent. Yeah, maybe they accidentally sacrificed it. I could see that being a mistake. I think there's enough graveyard hate in Modern that the payoff that you get from playing Traverse and Grimflayer isn't worth the downside for when people bring in cards like Leyline of the Void and Rest in Peace against you. In my experience, people tend to board in cards like Leyline and Rest in Peace against just Tarmogoyf, and letting them shut off Grimflayers and Traverses in addition to your Tarmogoyf feels really bad. Yeah, I like the Soulscar Mages in the deck. The current iteration of the blue-red deck on my website has Soulscar Mage. The purpose of my website is so you don't have to come in the stream and ask, hey, Jeff, how would you build this deck? The website is literally the answer to that question for all the decks that are listed there. So every deck that's on the website, those are living pages. When I update or work on a deck, it gets updated on the website. Well, fetch lands being expensive isn't fetch lands' fault. If the fetch lands being expensive, if the fetch lands weren't expensive, Wizards of the Coast would make something else in the format be expensive to keep the barrier to entry into Modern high. Wizards of the Coast doesn't want you playing Modern. They want you to play Standard and they want you to play Draft. They want to create repeat customers. We're mostly an afterthought for player retention. If Wizards of the Coast wanted these formats to be accessible, they could easily make it accessible. They dictate the prices on the secondary market by how much supply they allow to enter. Yep, yeah, I agree with PK. That's been my experience playing it, especially. Probably need to kill a Kitesail Freebooter here, right? That is basically what the point of that was there, Jackson. You're not wrong. That is. I've spent a lot of time on the website. I appreciate it when people use it. How is that aggressive? I said please, like that's the problem with people today. I was very was I I'm just not even gonna worry about it. I'm just not even gonna worry about it. That was too aggressive. You must live a very sheltered, easy life to think what I just did was aggressive. I simply said, hey, I spend a lot of time working on this thing. Could you maybe put forth some effort and use it instead of like coming in here and taking more time away? Like, I can't even imagine how cushy your life has to be for what I just did there to be considered aggressive. All right, let's cast Looting here. I think I'm gonna bid a Burning Inquiry. Yeah, right? Like I wasn't even upset. That was just like it was matter of fact. It was to the point. It was blunt. I didn't sugarcoat it. I was very straightforward. Let's just not worry about it. It's just not trouble our pretty little heads. Would love a free Hollowed Boy. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I've seen some iterations play that card before, Squee. Does not seem unreasonable. So them bouncing the Hollowed one here feels a little bit bad, but like at the same time, I like they didn't bounce my Aetherborn, so they can't really be aggressive this turn, so that seems like a win for us. I could see some discard spells being okay. That's something I've thought about. Aetherborn just like being a moat here, basically, which is sweet. I think I'm just gonna Fatal Push things this turn. Am I? I'm not even gonna Fatal Push things this turn, right? Now I'm just gonna flashback Faithless Looting and then cast the Solid one. Yeah, Aetherborn's a 2/3. He's got stats. All right, sweet. If we find a Soulflayer, Striped Riverwinder is the last piece we need for Voltron. No, they vialed it in on my turn. New Baloth is sweet. We are out of Faithless Looting's in the bin, which sucks. The Baloth is yeah, Voltron. What do you think? Is this a concession Flayer? Did I forget to do that, Jackal Girl? I'll make a note. Gengar, do I get a Hugelkarn sub badge for 3 months? You get a boot for being a hardworking member of Hoaglandia. No haste means they've got a chance, chat. They've got a chance. Take a chance on me. Do. Here, Rick. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Well, for a while, there were a couple of non-scribe lists that I intentionally didn't update on there. You're right, the last non-scribe list felt fine. But there were a couple in the middle that felt bad, so I intentionally didn't update it. White Gold, thanks for re-upping for the 3rd month in a row. Welcome back. If they image it, it's just a 4/4. I believe. I actually don't know. Let's find out. Is it everything? Or is it a 4/4? I don't think it gets everything. It's a 4/4, no keywords, right? We have Flamewake Phoenix to give haste if we want occasionally. Maybe they didn't realize it as hexproof. Yeah, I bet they didn't realize I delved a hexproof creature. I bet that's why they didn't concede. They didn't realize we delved a hexproof creature. Keyword soup is great. Oh no, not my Hallowed one. How will I ever win the game now? That was a long pause there for them to have known it had hexproof. Yeah. Yeah, concession Flayer. Concession Flayer. Tasty. This deck's sweet. I think it's our like 4th or 5th time playing this on stream before. Image, so they can image my Soulflayer, but they don't get the keywords. They only get a 4/4. We've 4-1 with this deck multiple times. This deck is very reasonable. Can you Fatal Push a Hexproof and has, can you, I don't know, can you target a card with Hexproof? Think about your question. Can you target a card with Hexproof? We don't really have anything spicy in this build. This is the stock list that we've been playing for the last couple leagues. No, you should read what Hexproof says. Reading the card explains the card. Leading questions are aggressive. Yep. Spoon feed me! Put it in my mouth! Don't make me pick it up! 5 months where I'm mostly paying for a great YouTube channel. Also, when do we Leon and Arbiter with Assassin's Charm Squad on Persip? Glad to see you caught the discussion from yesterday. Thank you for the 5th month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Math and reading comprehension. It's tough. You could argue that Magic's a really inaccessible game because it requires reading comprehension. Which really work to cut down on that. It's partially a life skills stream for sure. One timeout, please. Yeah, I'm a little bit less liberal with the timeouts if you have a sub badge. Yes, the sub badges won't let me work here. So we're you have to be like super aggressively stupid to get timed out with a sub badge. Well, we lost all of our spells, but we kept the Hallowed one, so I guess I'll count that as a win. So speaking of like, this is a braid thing in the ice. That's scary. Speaking of like applying magic or Twitch stuff to like real life, I've definitely caught myself saying, or I've caught myself referring to people as chat before in just non-Twitch settings. Just like this is what I call groups of people. Hey chat, what's going on? Yeah, so the bumping of existing decks in the queue is still completely allowed. So I'm just not adding additional new decks to the queue. People that want to donate to like switch up the order of the decks that are already in there, that is encouraged as always. How many people does it take to make a chat? Like 3+ I get into chat mode. If they have a bolt here, we could be in trouble because it means they're likely to flip the things. If they don't have a bolt here, we could be okay. We need to race these things flipping over. Obviously, we're not going to beat it when they do. Yeah, honestly, they could flip them as early as next turn, right? I just want you all to know that I named a Nick Monker. Thank you for the brand new tier 2 sub. Just let me know which deck you'd like to bump up with that. I appreciate the support. So, I will have you know, chat, that I named my 6 favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go after the people that I like the most. And Twitch chat was number 6, okay? Y'all got in there. Y'all made the list. You're special, okay? Bump at mid-range will do. What Pokeboy? It might have been a Politoed. Politoed felt fitting. Doesn't bode well for your judgment. If they've got some ops and stuff here, we could die, chat. Okay, them bolting the bird here bodes well for us. How do you cast Zetalpa? You don't. You discard it. This cranberry trail mix is very good, by the way, in case anybody was wondering how my trail mix is. To answer whoever asked, yeah, Arena runs fine on wine. Yeah, pretty much all Unity apps run fine on wine. Yeah, if people want ambient noise that's ASRM, they can pull that up on their own in a second tab. Y'all don't need to hear me eat. Oh, it's called Cranberry Rush. It's actually Mire brand. Alpine Moon is for big mana decks like Tron and Valakut. I think that just dilutes things too much, White Gold. I think the reason why this deck is good is because the primary Hollowed One game plan is good. Then Soulflayer gives you a nice over the top method. Actually gonna keep this. So I get to cycle Striped Riverwinder on 1, and then I get to looting and to cycle second Striped on 2, play the Hollowed One. So I get what? I get a Riverwinder cycle, 2 Faithless Looting looks, and then a draw step, so I get 4 shots at a land here. Or Polytoad, because Twitch chat makes it rain. Also late, because I needed to see how much I could throw. Thank you, Pokemon. Seaman Visions. Oh no. Oh no. If you put Seaman Visions and Ash Trophy in the same deck, is that some kind of kink? What do we think? Is that just weird if you put Seaman Visions and then Ash Trophy in the same deck? Alright, Papa needs a land. I will take it. Ditch this. Ditch this. Don't kink shame my Sultai builds. Alright, so I want to get blue-black here so I can cycle the Riverwinder, I think. Second Hollow Boy. Tilt. Really need a Fatal Push here. Would lock the game up. I'm going to go ahead and loot. All of my information is very accessible. Please click on any of my videos and go to the end and look at the wrap-up segment. All right. Do you have the stuff? Where are my Hollow Boys going here? Hopefully they don't have doubles. They just have like Cryptic Command, and then we're going to Spell Pierce it and kill them. Gosh, Echoing Truth would be a beating. They only need 2 spells, right? Like, Thing in the Ice is real close here. Thing's really good in these blue-red decks. These more controlling decks. It's like a sweeper that you can control a little bit. It's like a Tarmogoyf that you don't have to splash for. I like how they're like tank, and then make the play that like ends the game. Maybe they had something real life come up. I guess maybe they were thinking about doing that at the end of my turn, I guess. I assume they're gonna pop this. I'm gonna strip and drain here. The Zetalpas don't get cast. They get delved from Flayer. Soulflayer. Wow, this lined up well for us. It's certainly a hand. I have no idea why they let me kill Thing in the Ice there. If I jump, they just double bolt the other hollowed one, and then I have nothing. Whereas if I double block, I give them a chance to make a mistake like they just did here. And why doesn't Izzet Charm hit people? Why doesn't Izzet Charm hit people? The $1 million question, really. This is why I'm not jamming this Soulflayer. Probably dead. Just paying for the service. Thanks, sexy. Thank you for the bits, Lucatog. Get those added to the thermometer. Alright, we've got one Collective Brutality in the deck. Just gonna go ahead and pack it in here. Yeah, their visions are coming off next turn. I wanted to take one more. I wanted to take the 2 looks to try and find the last brutality. Bump blue-white Tron. Is blue-white Tron in the queue? Probably. It totally is. Yep. 10 out of 10 will do. I also have to come out of the thermometer fund then. We were very close. Thing in the ice just a little bit too good each time. They hadn't had Thing on exactly 2, or we could have found a Fatal Push for it. We would have been better off, obviously. This is definitely a hand of keepable cards. I don't know about good, but keepable is definitely the case. You get what, 3 shots at a hollowed one here to get turn 1 hollowed one, because we get a Scry, we get 2 Street Wraith draws. I guess Burning Inquirer is technically like 3 more, but that gets more complicated because we have to not discard it. Yeah, these are the types of hands you have to keep if you're playing this archetype. If keeping this type of hand makes you feel squirmish, this is not the deck for you. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm just gonna look aggressively for land and hollowed boys. You should always Wraith first. That is correct. Always Street Wraith first. They discarded Searing Blaze, Lava Spike, Eidolon. I think this matchup is okay for us in general, but this hand is not looking particularly fast at the moment. If we Izzet Charm, loot into Gifted Aetherborn, we could run away with this game. If we don't find a Gifted Aetherborn here, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. I have to fetch shock here, down to 8. We're probably dead. Not evolve. This could hit the nuts here. This could bin bird plus other thing. If this spins bird plus lifelinker, we get to steal the game. Did not bin any of those things. Yeah, we have Flamewake Phoenix as a haste enabler. Pull our curve down here a touch. Trim Izzet Charm. I kind of think trimming Zetalpa is right here. I think that might be... I think this seems reasonable. Because, like, Hexproof is good, Lifelink is good, Haste is reasonable on here. So yeah, I think I'm going to trim the other keywords on here. They close the game a little bit faster, but like as far as like total utility goes, they're not amazing. No, I think we need Street Wraith to like keep our deck velocity going. Because we win this game, we win this by racing, and like Street Wraith helps our deck obtain a lot of pretty critical velocity. Yeah, we've played this matchup a few times before. It's not terrible. Definitely in the market to keep that one on top. If we can keep that Hollowed Boy. Sweet. Yeah, this is a sweet start. So not only do we keep Hollowed Boy here, but we ditched a Striped Riverwinder and a Flamewake Phoenix. So we're just gonna like attack for 8 next turn. This game will be over very quickly. Ooh, okay. Well, we're gonna have a 4/4 hexproof next turn. So long bird, I guess. We should still have plenty of power. Like a 4/4 with hexproof is very good against burn. I expect them to have some amount of Path to Exiles post-board. Dockwort with the sub gift. Thank you very much for that generous support. I appreciate that. Yep. I'm gonna fetch Swamp and just put Soulflayer into play here. It's like nothing super special, but just like getting a clock into play that they can't really interact with is very good. They're at 15 already, so this kills them in 4, assuming we draw nothing else. It's a shame. If it had flying and haste, this game would probably be on lock. Oh, they missed their land drop. Yeah, Soulflayer should run away with us. This is probably getting a basic mountain. Their only way to take the Soulflayer off the table is with like multiple blockers. I'm going to put the Watery Grave into play next turn, but then we're probably going to hold the Polluted Delta as a way to escalate Collective Brutality down the line. Okay, start with this. So we're going to 11 here. They have 3 cards in the hand, plus a draw step. So they could have lethal in hand right now. We don't have them dead for 3 more turns here, which kind of sucks. Our Inquiry's not being particularly good to us. Them not shocking there bodes well for us. If they shocked, we'd almost certainly be dead because it takes a turn off the clock. But the fact that they shocked could mean that they have a lot of other cards that are kind of medium. Double Guide, Tilt. Brutality, Faithless Looting. That could be anything, even a Brutality, chat. I mean, well. Do I kill one? I feel like I'm supposed to just pass, right? Am I supposed to just pass? Because I really want to drain with this Brutality, right? Yeah, 2 bolts kills me. I mean, like, 2 bolts kills me regardless, right? No, I'd be going to 9. Yeah, I think it's probably kill drain. If I use this turn, I have to kill a Goblin Guide because otherwise double guide blocks the Soulflayer. So it's either pass here or kill plus strain. No, I can't not kill a Goblin Guide because this doesn't have flying. This is only hexproof. So like I can't leave them a wall to kill my Soulflayer. I think the play to win line is pass here. Because, like, if they don't have 2 spells, I get to, like, stub their only spell after they attack with both of these, and then I untap and kill them, right? I think it's correct to just pass. Yeah, now we should be locked, right? I think just passing here gives us the best chance to actually kill them. There literally isn't a card in Magic that lets them win from here. It doesn't lose to an Eidolon. They didn't have this a second ago. And Eidolon hurts them too. We're racing. I think passing there is right. We lose to like exactly double castable spell. I don't know why they let me draw. They definitely should have upkeep cracked me. They 10 out of 10 should have upkeep cracked me. I mean, even if they'd attacked with the Swift Spear, oh, I guess Brutality wouldn't have been able to kill the Swift Spear. Yeah, I guess if they have a spell, they should wait there. This hand's okay. It's turn 1, bolt your thing, turn 2, cycle, hollowed 1. I think I'm probably going basic mountain, basic island. For this, into this. Man, this Goblin Guide's like been our buddy here in our 19 land deck. Or 17 land deck. We've hit more Goblin Guide triggers in this match in our 17 land deck than we hit when we played against Burn with our 27 land deck the other day. It's like hashtag low variance game. Alright, so we got a couple of shots at ways to put both Hollowed Ones into play next turn, which would be great. Because I had 8 cards in my hand, I'd have to discard a card to hand size if I waited for it to trigger again. Good one for down the line. If they don't have path this turn, getting untapped with stub is absurd for us. Yep. And I guess now, even if we brick off here, I get to bolt this and then just like cast Hollowed One in 2 turns. Or I could do it right now. Right now is good too. I don't need double red for any reason, right? No, I don't think so. Take the highest damage output card. Cast this. Because I have the stub, I don't care if they go to double bolt the Hollowed One. We just like stub the second. Oh, casting Flamewake, that's true. Eidolon. I just like say yeah, sure here, right? It's like really don't care. I think we're gonna lock them out under this, right? It's like they die very quickly to this. That's a pretty good one. Four hexproof, go. And like, they have to cast 4 spells to kill us, but Eidolon says you can't cast 4 spells. And if they cast 2 spells, I bolt them and they die. It feels like this is a matchup they should cut Eidolon in, even on the play. We're 2-1 at the moment. What a strange world. I'm pretty sure Eidolon's playing on my team. Pretty sure Eidolon's on squad Hogland here. No blocks. They bolted themselves. God bless. That one resolves. Alrighty. Alright, we're 3-1 after a close loss to blue-red thing in the ice deck. Like I said, if you think this deck is sweet, I agree with you. This deck is a deck that was originally a viewer-submitted deck list that we've made some small changes to, but the core idea is definitely from a viewer still, like many of the decks that we play here on stream. If you're interested in seeing more of this deck, it's the first time you see us play this, you're going to want to head over to jeffhoagland.com/decklist and search for Grixis Hollow Flayer there. There's a dedicated page where you can find this current deck list on there. This is my latest iteration of it that I would recommend playing, as well as a YouTube playlist with a bunch of videos of us playing this deck on stream in the past. I think there's 3 or 4 other leagues up there at this point. Striped Riverwinder gives you hexproof. Striped Riverwinder gives you hexproof. Come on now. You don't fold the stuff. You got hexproof, you got indestructible. We've got all the angles covered. All the angles, chat. We even just beat Burn without Gifted Aetherborn. This card's really good. Yeah, I think so, Flo. You commented in chat that you thought you should cut Eidolon. I agree with that. I think in any of these aggressive matchups, even when you're on the play, that card just needs to come out. Terminus can suck. We've got Stubborn Denials on the board, though. We actually beat Blue-White Control this league. Stubbs is really good there. You plan to do a sideboard plan / notes for this deck on the site? Yeah, eventually. Eventually, I'm going to get around to writing board plans and stuff like that for most of the decks on the site. There's only so many hours in the day. I'm slowly working my way through them in my weekly articles. Yeah, you see a lot of cards with this deck. I'm gonna lead on Faithless Looting on one here. Because, like, Soulflayer is a Pulta, just, like, get that guaranteed going. What's the game 2-3 plan against decks with Rip and Leyline? Just do the Hollowed One thing. Just, like, put Hollowed Ones into play and attack them. Tron! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is Eldrazi Tron? Alright, deal. This is much better for us than actual Tron. I think I would rather Goblin Lore here. Gives us a better chance to keep Soulflayer by a card. Not that we're gonna be that fortunate. I think that was worth risking it. If we could get like Hexproof or something on the Soulflayer, it'd be worthwhile. I think even before Assassin's Trophy, Green-Black Rock had a decent matchup against Green Tron. Between Field of Ruin, Damping Sphere, and Fulminator Mage, you were fine. If you want to read my full thoughts on the latest card in Green-Black Rock, my article on CoolStuffInc.com tomorrow is going to talk about how I would build the deck and why I would build it that way. Alright, I think I just guaranteed get the Hollowed One here rather than gambling on a Goblin Lore. Just cycle this and then pay 1 and put Hollowed Boy into play. Does Green-Black Rock do well versus humans? Yep. I have never won a game 1 against humans with Green-Black Rock, and I've also never lost the match to them. Tron was a modern deck. The SCG fun. Thank you, Daniel. I think our best chance here is just like an absurd Flayer, right? I guess we could find a bunch of Hollowed Ones here. And did not work out for us. So the problem with Sultai is that adding blue cards to green and black doesn't do anything meaningful for that archetype. The issues with Sultai aren't, the issues with green-black aren't we need blue cards. You make your mana worse and you make yourself much worse against cards like Blood Moon. I don't think this is a Stubborn Denial matchup. Just gonna run it back. Can I whisper you when my deck goes live? It's going to be live very soon, Chef Seth. This is the 5th match of this league. Yeah, this is the 5th match of this league. We'll be starting here, I don't know, 1 game, 2 games. I think the amount of added velocity and utility you get sideboarding blue cards or adding blue cards to the deck is not worth the mana base inconsistency you pick up from doing so. Isn't worth how often you're going to lose to Blood Moon because you splashed a third color. Isn't worth how often you're going to lose to Burn because your mana base did more damage to you. Isn't going to be worth how often you lost a game because your opponent Field of Ruined you and you ran out of basics in your deck. How often your opponent Assassin's Trophied you and you ran out of basics in your deck. People undervalue having consistent mana. Thank you, Cookie Ninja. People want to add blue to green-black just because they like the idea of playing a Sultai-colored deck. And it's a really bad way to approach deck building. Yeah, and that's the important thing to remember. Like, Snapcaster Mage might go in the 2-drop slot when Magic Online sorts it automatically. That's a 3-mana spell. It's a 3+ mana spell. This hand could be anything. For telling chat how it is. Thank you, O Ross. The Alpine Moons in the sideboard are for red-green Valakut as well as traditional Tron. AKA not poopy mid-range Tron. The Eldrazi Tron deck doesn't assemble Tron super consistently, and when it does, the things it's casting with it aren't particularly impressive, so I don't think it's worth bringing in cards like Alpine Moon. Oh, ready for some Soulflayer surprise, chat? You ready for some turn 2 Soulflayer surprise? Baby. Our inquiries were not kind to us last game, but this game we got the fire of 1,000 suns, chat. Gonna get him. I believe 10 a.m. Flying. Double strike, haste, indestructible, trample, vigilance. Let's go! Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, bum, bum. That could only have gone better. No! Why? Why? The highs and lows, chat. The highs and lows. Why? Why must everything suck and be terrible? Why? Why must everything I love die? Why? We were so excited. I was so excited. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Do 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 do. They definitely wanted it more than us. You are not wrong. Adding colors does not add anything significant or meaningful to green-black. Stop trying to play Abzan, stop trying to play Jund, stop trying to play Sultai, and play a 2-color deck. All right. Abzan Tokens is a different deck. It's not a green-black mid-range deck. And maybe I shouldn't attack here, because I really want to dodge Thought-Knot Seer, right? Ooh, are we dead to that? We might be dead to that. They have 8. They have 9, 10. I'm not actually sure how this count's going to work here. I don't have a haste in my bin is the problem. So they can... Oh, that's really good. What do they say? Better lucky than good? Alright. So we're going to reassemble Voltron, but with hexproof this time. We're going to reassemble Voltron, but with hexproof. We've learned from our past mistakes, chat, and we shall build upon it. We shall build upon it. Yeah, we do still get All Is Dust and Ugin, but outside of that, they should be dead here. We shall learn from the failures of the past. This is lethal in the air. Survey says. Survey says. We have the technology. We shall build him stronger than before. What's the hubbub, opponent? Alright, good. Alright, good. Concession Soulflayer is my favorite kind of Soulflayer, chat. I'm all about the concession Soulflayer lifestyle. Run it back. Run it back. Well, no, they're still at game 3. They have no reason to salt off there, right? I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't never gonna keep me down. Beep, 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 beep. Be-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Be-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Yeah, that seems fine, Python. It's a shame this isn't a red land. Just a real shame that isn't a red land. I don't think I can keep this in good conscience. Tell me to mulligan. Tell me to mulligan. It's really good with the red source. We're on the... Alright, I'm putting this one squarely on the shoulders of Twitch chat, okay? If we hit, it's because I'm smart and thin. If we miss, it's because you all are fat and dumb. I need my bingo mulligan. I mean... we deserve this. This is... I feel like I need to go lie down in my bed. This is the bed that we've made, and you know, this is how we do yes! Victory! Alright, we're not quite padding out just yet here, unfortunately. Alright, give me some wonderful surprise next turn. Some wonderful Soulflayer basics. Who plays basic lands? Yes, please. I would love another red source here. Actually, turn off auto yields. Turn off auto yields. I get to loot here. Oh, are they gonna go quarter me again? That's kind of a tilt. Now I don't have double black. Again, I drew my last basic. Huh. Am I supposed to kill one of these now? I think I'm supposed to kill one of these now, right? Yeah, I think so. Deal. Oh, wait, I should have... Okay, they didn't hit Tron. I should have fatal pushed this on my turn. So we're gonna end up at 1 here. They have another Ballista, we're dead. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. It says hexproof. Please be dead. 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 Survey says. No! 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 Ah! Ah! We were so close! We were so close, chat! We were so close! Why? Why must you take this away from me? The precious play points slipping through our fingers. You actually can't cycle Street Wraith when you're at 1. Eternal Ether Alone Gaming. Thank you, Games. Thank you for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate it. Hey, that was the line. Opponent played that well. As far as this deck goes, I think I was pretty happy with this. There is a chance that we might want a 4th Gifted Aetherborn in the 75. I kind of found myself in a lot of those games really hoping to come across a Gifted Aetherborn so I could get that lifelink going. It was a really clutch game of Magic. Good luck in the rest of your league. Good luck in the rest of your league. Yeah, I think I might. I'll have to sit down. I think I want to make a note to update this one after. Yeah, the Izzet Charms left a little bit to be desired. Honestly, maybe I just like don't even want that point of interaction. So we finished 3-2 there, which was still pretty close. We're like 1 card away from the end of that last game of being 4-1. That top deck demanded a clip. So yeah, I think I'd fit another Aetherborn in either the main or the board. And yeah, the Izzet Charms might just be better as brutalities, honestly. Or we could play more Goblin Lores here too. Goblin Lore is pretty reasonable. Might be better to just be like more linear, less interactive. Cause like these are interactive. I don't know. The interaction from Izzet Charm was good a couple of times that league. I don't know that I want to cut all of them. It might also like maybe these Alpine Moons are just like too cute. And like I just turned them into like 4th Stubborn Denial and then like another Gifted Aetherborn. I could see that being okay too. At any rate, we are going to wrap the day up with... you don't have to check your calendars. It's not a Monday, but we're going to wrap up with a meme today. We got Bio Visionary Collected Company here.